I'm back out in the lakes again today, and I've come up to Tarn again. It's the first time I've seen it frozen, and it's really pretty today. We came here a month or two ago and it chucked it down and we had the rainbow going over the top, but today the water is frozen. You're getting the reeds or grass, whatever the stuff in the water is, sticking out, and it looks pretty cool. And then there's some thawed out areas, icy areas, and some nice reflections. So first shot that we're going to go for today is, I've got the 135mm on. There was another photographer down here before, so that's the reason I ended up here. I let him do his stuff down here and then I just picked off from the side, but he's gone up onto the top now, so we're going to have a little wander down here. And I think the shot that I want to get is a wide shot with the snowy mountains in the background, but for this first one we're getting this tree here, and I've gone for a portrait shot down here and stopping off about there. I did go back up there and I was trying to get it from up on this hill, but it was getting too much of the sky and I thought it was a bit distracting, so I've dropped down lower and now it's just green behind the tree and we can just get the water, so it's a bit more simple and bold. And some people don't like it, but I've stuck the tree pretty much straight in the middle again. I like things to be simple and bold, and that works for me. I might try somewhere it's off to the side, like maybe it would work better from up here if we get that reflection curve on the right hand side. You know what, I prefer that. Sometimes you have an idea in your head of how you want things to be, and then you take a few steps to the other side and it works out better, and it just proves my point wrong. But we'll give this a try and see if it comes out better. Just got this one done, and the colours are a lot more subtle in the foreground. When we were like directly in front of it, it was a sharp straight line, but now it's a soft light blue area with the reeds, then the dark area. And I don't know, now I've got it set up, I think the first decision was better, but we'll see how it looks on the computer later. But we'll probably stick on the 24-70 now, go for a wander and see what else we can find. Getting a portrait shot now of that same tree, and the ice is starting to thaw out on the edges down here, and we're getting the mountains off in the background. Not sure how well it's going to come out on the video, but you got the thawed out ice on the edge, so you can see the rocks here, and the ice is making a S shape with a few patterns in here. Got the reflection, tree, mountains, pretty much everything that I wanted. Got this set up in a portrait shot. The only downside is there's quite a bit of wind, but I think we can get a shutter speed that's fast enough to freeze it. So we'll grab this now and see how it comes out. I went for a bit of a wander after photographing the Tarn, and we've come up onto the hill where you get the view down onto Coniston water, and the light has changed a bit since before. It's got a bit flatter because the sun is starting to set and it's pretty much lighting up all the areas on the front, but there is a few shadows behind, like this area here. This side is bright, then there's a few shadows, but what I'm focused on at the moment is these hills off in the distance. I think it might be the Fairfield Horseshoe, could be wrong, but the top of this one has a bit of a shade on it, so I'm using the 400mm to pick out that detail. So I'm just going to try and pick out any light and dark areas, because that stands out quite a lot. The only downside of this though is there's quite a lot of wind, so what I'm having to do is cup in the top of the lens with my left hand, squeezing it down, then you get your forehead into the eyepiece and squeeze it all down onto the tripod and try and make as solid a base as possible, and hopefully we'll get some sharp images. We got them at the right time as well because it's all light on the top now, but the shadow was moved across to the right, so I think I'm going to follow that around and hopefully we can pick out some nice details. I might get one this way as well, we can see if there's any people on the top of Coniston Old Man. The wind is blowing at the top. Yeah, there's a person looking down onto low water. I almost decided to go up there, but I'm glad I didn't, because it's been quite nice here. I actually got talking to another YouTuber, Nigel Danson. He came up to the Tarn when I was there before, so I showed him some places up here. I think he's doing some videos over there, so we had a chat for a bit, so that was quite nice. And up there, it would just be cold. It looks really windy, and I can't find my gloves. I had them when we went skiing, but I haven't found them since I came home, so it's a bit nippy down here. It'll be freezing up there. So I think what I'm going to do now though is pick out a few shots with that, then just go for a bit of a wander. Not too sure where I'm going to end up, so I'm going to end this one here. Got quite a few different photos today, and I spent more time at Kelly Hollow Tarn than I expected to. I'm not usually a big fan of it there, but in these conditions it works out pretty nice. So hope you like the video. If you want to see more things like this, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.